Hello and welcome to episode number 14. I'm your host, Fruit Snack, and here we are with another podcast. Awesome. So, I'm also going to try to talk in my normal voice again because I do like doing the radio voice, but it's too soft for most people that don't like ASMR. So basically, today's the 8th, and I should be uploading. But unfortunately, last night I did not get home in time, and I was not home most of the day. And basically, I got invited to go play indoor, and I thought it was pretty cool because you know how we don't get invited to things anymore. Like, people don't want to hang out with us. No, everyone's too busy. I'm too busy during the week. But now, since I didn't have anything on Friday, I didn't have a game to ref on Friday, I was like, awesome, I get to go out. But besides that, I actually want to talk about what happened last weekend before I get into what just happened the day before today. So last weekend I did mention that I was going to Disneyland with my family, and it was nice. It was awesome. But there was some things that weren't all that great. Now, I wish I could be telling you that everything was amazing. Saw this actor that was in Wizard of Waverly Place, but I'm gonna start off how things went. So we were driving over there, and I was driving my mom's car. Her car, not the best, but we survived. So the thing is, there's traffic. We hit traffic, and this white car pulls up right in front of me. So basically, like, tries to fit in. So I let the car in, and it was in front of me. And my mom honked at them because I was the one driving. So she reached up and honked because the guy wasn't moving. And I was like, "Why you do that?" And then she was like yelling through it, like basically the car at them, and they went forward and stopped right away, and I almost hit them. And my mom has really bad brakes, bad acceleration, bad situation to be in, but we survived, like I said. But the thing is, so I looked and see if it was okay for me to go in the other lane. So I went in the other lane and went back in that one lane, and yeah, that guy was trying to crash into us for some reason. And I looked in my little mirror, and he puts on a security hat. It said security on it, and I'm like, dude, why? So my mom said that the reason why she honked at them and was like telling them stuff is because he was on his phone, and he was basically driving reckless, obviously, but he was on his phone, and that's why he wasn't moving. And I'm like, oh, well. But not just that happened. A lady at Disneyland had a stroller. There's no baby in it. I think the dad was holding it. I don't know. But she hit my mom with her stroller and almost hit me. And I looked at her, and she was like, "Oh, well." And I'm like, lady, you have a child. And I'm younger than you. How am I more mature than you as an adult? Like, come on. Get your life together, please. But I just looked at her like confused and walked away. I was like, why? And then recently in my video that I've uploaded with the stormtroopers, I said, I think the title was "Stormtroopers Didn't Like Us." I heard my mom in the background when I was editing it. She was like, "I'm just tired of all these people pushing me and stuff." And I'm like, that's so weird because every time I went to LA, like, nothing bad happened to me. I mean, it's weird that, like, all of a sudden all of them are like pushing her and all that stuff. But so besides that, I did see a famous actor. I said a celebrity, and then one of my friends was like, YouTubers aren't celebrities. I'm like, no, he was in Wizards of Waverly Place. He was that guy that played Enormous. I'm pretty sure I'm saying his name right from the show. But I don't know his real name. But he was the one that played the giant and found out that he's not really a giant, that he was adopted by giants. So that was his character in Wizards of Waverly Place. And I was like, I know him. But the thing is, when I saw him, he was walking like across from me, and I was walking straight ahead, and I look and I saw him, and I was like, I was like, wait, that person looks familiar. And then I looked at my aunt looked at me, and we both looked at each other. We're like, oh. And then I was like, oh, it clicked. He was in What's the Place. That was like my favorite show growing up. But he just walked by, and I didn't say hi or anything because I was like so confused. At first, I didn't know who he was because he looked familiar. And then after a while, I was like, oh, it was him. But yeah, that was pretty cool. So as I was saying earlier, that I finally got invited places. So basically I got invited to indoor, as I said, but I also got invited today, or technically last night, but I also got invited for today to go to the movies, and I got so excited, so I texted my group chat of our first peeps, and I was telling them, and one of them was like, LOL, you act like you don't have friends. And I'm like, honestly, I'm just excited, and this is like hasn't happened in a long time because I've been really busy, and I'm just excited that all this is happening. Honestly, it's really cool. I like hanging out with people. I tried telling the group chat people to hang out with me, and I don't know if they don't want to or just lazy or whatnot, but yeah. So yeah, I'm probably gonna go. I'm gonna go movies later today. Hopefully nothing changes, because we all hate when plans change, because then we got ready for nothing. Well, usually, okay, so people say I dress like, well, everyone says I dress really, really nice, and it's like, I feel like this is casual, but when I dress like how you say, relaxed, I think that's other people's casual. I don't know, but for me, this is casual. And I could also wear it to like a party, I guess, but and going to no party. And the next weekend, I'm sad because everyone's going to Vegas, and I'm 21, and I won't get kicked out of the casinos, and they're not gonna take me with them. Well, they already got their tickets and stuff. But I was just like, oh, I wanna go. I wanna get crazy, go stupid, go crazy, you know. But oh well, I'll just be here chilling. I think the reason why they're going is because my grandma's birthday's coming up, and they're going for her birthday, so I think that's why. But still, I want to go. But I'll probably try to have friends over. I still need to vacuum my room, and just I'm planning to wash my blankets and sheets and stuff. I gonna try tomorrow, because today I don't think I could because my uncle was washing stuff. But oh no, I think he's done. I don't know. I'll deal with the cleaning stuff later. My turtle is acting weird these days. I don't know, fun fact about my turtle. But I don't know, my turtle is like scared of me for some reason. I don't know why. I don't think he likes me. But no, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't understand it. I just really wanted to say that because I was thinking about it right now. So might as well just say it. Supposedly I'm weird because I have YouTube stuff. But my last video, oh my goodness, 17 people watched my last podcast on YouTube, and that's freaking awesome. So I want to get into all that, the analytics, I guess you can say. So basically, for like my listeners, I have 100% people in the United States. This is for the audio version, so 100 people in the United States listen to me, so that's pretty cool. We have 48% on Spotify, and our Apple Podcasts grew to 33%, and that's pretty cool because it used to be a majority of Spotify, but now it has other at 17%, which is pretty cool. And then we have 2% on the website I posted on, which is Anchor. So that's pretty cool. We could go into the comments. I was looking at the comments earlier today on my channel, because there's some of them I haven't seen. I was like, wait, whoa, people said this? Awesome. But this is what I hate. I'm gonna show you. It's like, I'm also a YouTuber. Let's be friends and support each other. Heart emoji. It would mean a lot if you sub back to my channel. Blushy face or smiley face, heart emojis, smiley face emoji, and then heart emoji. Have a nice day. And I was just like, okay, cool, Never heard from them ever again. That was 3 years ago. But there's this one person that commented on my storytime video. It's like me doing air guitar on a talent show where I rap green eggs and ham. So they were like, great video, I subbed. And then I responded to them, thanks. And then they responded saying, I done subbed you, please sub me back. Please comment if you did. And I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna sub to you. Like, I don't care if you subscribe to me or not. If you enjoy it, subscribe. If you don't, then move along, you know? You don't have to stay here and listen to me talk about random dumb things or do dumb things. I don't know. But these comments are mainly from my friends that watch it. They're like, challenges, dude, or like, I look pretty good. I'm first viewer. I don't know who did that one. There's another one where they're like, OMG, that's at the end. And then like, just people that I know. And then some of these comments are from people I don't know. And this makes me feel like I'm actually running, and I don't like that feeling. Oh, because that was a cross country video I posted. Oh, wow. And then it says, I love it, yes, woohoo. And then, damn, I already said that one, I look good. But, yeah, the majority of these are from people I know, and a little bit from people I don't know. So the people I don't know, welcome. The analytics, I don't understand. I don't know how this is like a graph that go. I got 1 view, awesome. 17 people, wow, that's pretty cool. They only watched till 7:46. I don't know. I honestly don't know how this works, and I don't really care because I don't really pay attention. But I thought it was cool that I was looking at the comments, and I was like, wow, I didn't even notice somebody said this one. Love vid, sub, and I'll sub back. I hate when people say that. It's like, follow me and I'll follow back. I was like, no, if you're gonna follow me, follow me. I don't care. I'm not gonna follow you. I don't know you, you know. But besides that, I wanted to go to my Twitter drafts because I have a lot of cheese, man, tea. Oh, sip tea, sip. Fun fact, I hate tea. I actually don't like tea. It's too sweet for me, and I don't like coffee. And I like food. Like food, you know? But I mainly like spicy stuff, sour things. Oh, I love sour. I have lemons. Lemons are my favorite. Fruits, I would have to say oranges are my favorite. Basically, sweet things, I have sweet things. Sweet things are nice and good, but like too sweet is like ugh. I don't know. I never liked tea. Tea was never like for me. Like tea was always just like ha 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 ha, bye. I'm like, wait, I want to try. But so I have a lot of things I want to tweet, but I never tweet. I just save it. So I want a chicken. What the heck? I don't know why I tweeted that one. I didn't tweet it. I mean, save it as a draft. So the last one I've had my draft that I recently put, it says, why everyone keep calling me a nerd. And honestly, I don't appreciate it. No, I'm just kidding. I think it's pretty cool. Honestly, it makes me feel a little smart. My cousin calls me a tree nerd, and they're like, I was like, you guys want to hear a joke? And they're like, we don't want to hear jokes about your trees. I'm like, it's not about a tree though. My brother, he keeps calling me nerd. He's like, you nerd. And I was like, oh, how dare you call me that? And then in class, someone called me a nerd. They're like, heh, nerd. And I'm like, at least I have a brain. I don't mind getting called nerd, honestly. If I'm smart, I'm smart, you know what I'm saying? My instructor for communications 25, he was talking about this one experiment that someone did back in the day, blah 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 blah, and saying if they were right, then let's prove it right now. This is how science is, blah blah blah. And honestly, I'm saying blah 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 because I don't remember every single detail. So basically, he ends up pulling out a lab coat, and I'm like, what? And then he's like ends up pulling out things to test the experiment, and I'm like, what? Yeah, it's just a communications class. I'm supposed to be like speaking and stuff, even though I'm not good at that, but that's okay. So that was pretty cool. Besides that, let's see. I also tweeted. I'll save the draft. Apologize. Oh yeah. So also when we're at Disneyland, I can't believe I forgot this. So basically, this guy, I guess was because we were renting out an apartment. So I guess like he was below us. My little cousin. He's not a regular child. He's autistic. And the reason why we went through in Super Bowl weekend, if you didn't see my last podcast, is because we wanted to go when there was less people, and so he can experience Disneyland for like the first time. And he was basically my little cousin was dancing and basically jumping up on the floor and stuff, and my aunt kept telling him stop, and like he'll stop, but then he'll go again, and we tried to calm him down because we just got back from Disneyland. It was like 12, almost 1 o'clock, and next thing you know, we hear somebody like ring the doorbell, and we're like, what the heck? And then my other aunt looks, and she's like, oh, it's a guy, and she left, and I was like, I don't want to get up, but then my other aunt, she came, and she was like, who is it? And then nobody answered. She opened the door, and then she was like, hello? And then the guy was basically saying, you're scaring my children. Like, he said everything so rude. He, like, basically attacking us with his words. If I was reffing and he was a coach, I'd have been like, nope, stop. This is your warning, your last warning. Enough. I don't need to take this. But he just kept saying like, you guys need to be quiet. You're scaring my children and all this and that. And she was trying to say like, oh, I'm sorry. I've been trying to calm down. He's autistic, but he kept cutting her off every single time. And it's like, dude, like it's an apartment complex. People walk around all the time and make noises. Like, you do not want us to flush the toilet or something? Because we heard the people above us just walking around during the day. Well, I did. I don't know if others did. And I was like, what the heck? Like he just came and like started like telling us things, and we're like, okay, like we get it, like stop. Like I was like, dude, this guy's so disrespectful. Like I don't even. I'm like, do you want me to jump on the floor and bring him back up because I want to tell him something? But yeah, it was just the way he said it was like really rude, and we tried to like tell him like we have a child that isn't like any other child, and we're trying to calm him down, and he just wouldn't like listen. Like he was like, you're scaring my kids, you're keeping me up or whatever. And we're like, we just got back into the freaking apartment. But yeah, LA, crazy people, don't want to live there, don't like cities. I really don't like cities, honestly. I've been to San Francisco. I lived in San Francisco for a while. I didn't like it. It's too loud, and I'm a light sleeper, so I didn't like the noise because I kept waking up, and I already have trouble as it is sleeping. So I'm just like, damn it, like too much noise and all this and that. But when we were sleeping in LA, like it wasn't bad, but like I prefer to be in the middle of nowhere, up in the mountains, honestly. Like I don't want to be around people. Like I don't know. It's just me. But so besides all of that and those random things, I do want to talk about life again, honestly. I've been thinking about a lot of things, and I really want to get deep into it. Usually it's like in the middle of the night where you're like, oh, I'm thinking all of these thoughts, my past, my present, my future, and it's like, whoa, everything coming together. But this is the thing, I just want to let people know, because a lot of people don't know this, and a lot of people like to live in their own little worlds, and that's okay, you do your thing. But I just want to let people know, like, don't attack people in a way. Basically, like, people are going through things in their own life, and you don't know about it because they keep it to themselves, because it's not for everyone to know. And like, you can tell people, be like, oh yeah, this is happening, blah blah blah, but then people be like, oh, you just want attention, and then you're like, oh, okay, well, I just gave it to myself. But if you are having trouble in life, like, seek help. Like, honestly, like, not seek help, but like look and talk to people and look for that emotional support that they'll give, because honestly not a lot of people get that in life, and I never received that majority of the beginning of my life, and I bet that would have helped me a lot, but I'm still okay. I'm okay. I turn out fine. But like, I want to give an example why you should always be kind to people. When I filmed the video, it was the one where the car broke down. I talk about me and my friend, and we mentioned somebody else's name. Let's say their name's Jason, for example. Like, I said, oh, look, we're on the phone with Jason. That's all I said. You don't know who Jason is. I know who Jason is. Nobody else knows. I didn't say their name. I didn't show their face. I said their name, but I didn't say their full name. I didn't show their face. And the thing is, the person was in a relationship at the time, and the person they were with didn't like it that they were in, like, basically named in the video. So the person that was named in the video said, hey, can you like edit that part out where I'm in the video? And I was like, yeah, for sure, just I'll get to it as soon as I can. I'm dealing with a lot of other things. And I went onto YouTube, and I was like, oh shoot, like, it's not letting me edit. So then I messaged him again. I was like, oh yeah, as soon as YouTube lets me edit the thing, like that section out, I'll do it. Just don't worry, I'm trying to get that done for you, okay? And they're like, okay. So that's the last I heard from them. But then there's this other person that's not involved in the relationship at all, and it's a friend, you can say, ends up messaging me, like, I think the next day or 2 days later, saying, you need to take that video down. You need to take out the part where you mentioned their name, and like, starts attacking me like I did something wrong. I'm like, dude, I just mentioned a name. Like, what the hell do you want from me? And I'm like, dude, I'm doing it. Just please don't yell at me. I'm dealing with some stuff, and like, just leave me alone for right now, please. And then they started threatening me, and I'm like, what the hell? So then I tweeted, I was like, friends don't threaten friends, so they can know that I'm not considering them as my friend anymore. Because once you threaten me and you're my friend, it's like, no, skirt, get out of here, like, cut you out. So basically they messaged me again with the quoting that in the DM and saying, don't consider me as a friend, blah 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 blah, I'm not your friend. I'm like, I don't consider you as a friend. That's why I tweeted it. So I blocked them because I was tired of them. But during that time, out of all this happening, when I kept saying like I'm dealing with some stuff, is because I'm gonna give an example of one thing that was affecting me, and I'm not gonna say exactly which one of my family members, but it was one of my family members that, wow, now it's like affecting me right now, because it's like, whoa, like when you think about it, it's like kind of crazy, because you don't know how people are dealing with things, and then it's like you're over here attacking them. Like, even though it happened in the past, it's like I'm bringing it up as an example, not for anyone to feel sorry for me, because obviously I've been through it already, and I'm stronger as a person. But it's like, it's still that little like thing that gets you, because you're not completely over it, but you're still moving forward with it. But yeah, one of my family members recently tried to end their life more than once. Pretty crazy saying that out loud, honestly, because I've thought about that a few times. Please don't feel sorry for me. I have. I'm just being honest, truthful, being real here. And the thing is, I was dealing with that through that time. I was like, oh my god, like, why are they doing this? I'm like, I know how they feel, so there's something mentally wrong with them. Like, I want to be there. Like, I don't know, I want them to know that I care. Like, I've been there, I've been also that friend that was ignored when someone's talking to. So like, when someone's talking to me, I try not to ignore them, and like, I try to include everybody, because that's what I've been through. And like, so while that was happening, I had this person over here attacking me, saying, don't consider me a friend, blah blah blah, you're not being a good friend to them too, just watch. And I'm like, dude, like, that's just one thing that was happening. There was a series of things, and that's why I was like, please, everyone, just leave me alone. It's just a freaking name in a video. Like, why is that so concerning to you all? Oh, rant over. No, probably not. So basically, I'm just like, damn, like, why would you say all of that? And you said that it helped you look at people with kind-hearted and stuff. It's crazy. People are crazy, and I'm crazy too sometimes. But yeah. So I just want to say that's a great example for you to be kind to others. Like, even if you don't like them, like say I don't like Brad, I'm not gonna freaking tell Brad to their face, like, I don't like you, leave me alone. Well, I might if they really, really annoy me that day. Because when I get really, really mad and annoyed, it's just like I say everything that I'm thinking. So I'm like, I guess you could say I roast them. I think I gave an example of when this person was trying to be in charge of the stuff, and I'm like, are you the instructor? Because I was put in charge of this. Like, they gave me this walkie-talkie, so I'm in charge of it. I don't care if you want to put it away. I'm gonna put it away, if anything, because he gave it to me and I'm responsible for it now. But yeah, so I try not to do that, because I have a great amount of patience. And maybe it's because my last name starts with a Z, and like I was always last. um but I believe I do have a lot of patience, and I'm still bettering myself to be a better person. And I'm never it's I believe it's always going to be an ongoing process, because every year, every day, every hour, I learn something new, and I experience new things throughout the day and throughout the years. But yeah, so I just wanted to say, like, be kind to others, because you never know what they're going through, and even though you may not like them as a person, just don't treat them bad. Like, yeah, they're treating you horrible, but it's just like, don't stoop down to their level in a way. I want to give you an example. I refed a game recently on Thursday. It was a varsity game. It was so intense, like really intense. Some guy was a parent. He came up to us because their team lost, and he was like, "She did good. The other two, you did horrible, reffing and all that." And I'm like, "Whoa, ho, ho. Like, sir, calm down, please." And like, the administration people were right there with us, because they saw them approaching us, and then they came to like help us out so we can go home. Like, that was the whole point, for us to go home, because it was the end of the game. But next thing you know, the next day, which was yesterday, I got a text from my boss saying, "Did you do you have a sister on the home team?" It was a team that won. And did you tell one of the other the other players to shut up? Text yes or no, so I can clear it up with a parent issue. And I was like, no. I was like, I didn't talk to anybody. The only person I talked to was the coach from the home team, because she was asking me, "Oh, do you like reffing?" I was like, "Yep." But the games like these, it just makes me like, oh, what did I get myself into? Because it gets crazy, like crazy out there, like everyone like gunning at each other. But I think our center ref did the best that he can, like controlling the situation. But he was really, really good with whenever I said come, and to tell him what I saw. He was good with listening and seeing it, and all that. And that parent just wanted us out. Oh wait, I don't even think my video camera's recording. Hold on, let me check. Oh my goodness, I don't think it was recording. I pressed record because it turned off right now, right? And then it says record, but usually on the right next to where it says record, it says 0, like, or whatever, like the time of how much long it's been on, and it didn't show any of the time, so I don't know if it got me or not. So, well, there's the a lot of mistakes happen to me, so learn from them. It's so weird, because I have to learn from experience for some reason. I don't know why. A lot of things have to happen to me, and I'm like, oh shoot, that's why you don't touch fire. But I don't even know where I was, honestly. But yeah, so basically, the game, yeah. So some girl just freaking came up to us, and then the parent came, and yeah, so it was just like she wanted her red card to be changed back to yellow, because she got 2 yellows, which equals a red. And everyone paused just to listen what the center had to say, and he didn't say anything. So I was like, oh, once you're given the card, we can't take them back, because she was explaining that, oh, I'm not the one to get cards, like, I don't usually act like this. And I was gonna say I believe you, but I wanted to get straight to the point, because I want to get out of there. So I just said basically, oh, once the cards are given, we can't take them back. And then but honestly, I did believe her, saying that she's like usually doesn't get cards, like she understands why she deserved it, but she just hopes she can play and all this and that. And I believed her, because when she got the yellow card, she didn't straight away get off the field. She stood there for a while, and her teammates kept telling her, get off the field, you have to get off the field. And she got off, and then she got the second yellow card, and she knew, she has to get off. And then second yellow card is also a red card, so she couldn't get back on. The team was playing with one less player, which pretty sucks. But honestly, both teams were really good. We went overtime, and the home team ended up winning, obviously. But yeah, so it was pretty intense. But besides that, when we went to, I keep skipping around. I'm not good at telling stories because I keep forgetting details and everything. But so when we went to the indoor to play soccer and all that, there was these girls that I recognized. And I was like, I wonder where I know them from. And it's because I ref their soccer games. That's how I know them. And they're talking to me, and they're like, "Oh, she ref?" Like, I heard them talking out loud. Like, I'm not that deaf. Like, I heard them. And that's when the other girl asked me, one of my friends, it was like, "Oh, do you give the girl yellow?" I was like, "Oh, probably, I don't know." Like, and she's like, "Oh, she doesn't know who she gives yellows to. She just gives them." I'm like, "Yeah." But then I'm like, "Oh, shoot." Then I remember why I gave her a yellow, because she was questioning my authority. She was yelling at me to give this other girl a yellow card, and I was already going to give her a yellow card earlier because she was basically playing a dangerous play with the goalie, because the goalie already had the ball in her hands and all that. But I was just like, all right, I'm going to let that slide. I'm going to talk to her, and I did. And I was like, after that, yellow card. Like, I'm not going to deal with anything. So these two girls were arguing with each other, like, looked like they're about to fight. My partner blows the whistle. I go up there, and I saw the number for the one that I gave the yellow card to on the same girl's team, gave her yellow. And then the other girl that was arguing walked away, and I don't know where she went. I didn't know what number she was, so I told my partner to card her because I don't know where she was and all this and that. And then I turned, like, this girl kept yelling and saying, "You better give her a yellow card too," blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, are you serious? Are you telling me how to do my job? Like, literally, you're questioning my authority, basically saying that. Like, it irritated me. I'm like, you already, I looked at the number, I looked at the player, I was like, I was already gonna give you a yellow earlier, you know what, you deserve your yellow now. And then she kept talking, I'm like, in my head, I'm like, do you really want a red card right now? Like, are you asking for a red card? And then the girls, her teammates were telling her, just get off. And like, I was just like, oh. But it was, so the game on Thursday too, similar situation. This girl said something like, "Oh my goodness, ref," like, questioning my authority. And I was like, I'm gonna let this slide. Like, that didn't bother me too much. But then she just kept going on again when they caught the offside. So I was like, dude. So I was like, you know what, number 4, get over here. And then I gave her yellow. I'm like, get off the field, go relax. And then, like, the other girl from the other team was like, good job, ref. Like, you don't need to take any of that. And I'm like, you're right. I don't need to be yelled at. I don't need that. I am a strong human being. I'm all weak. Oh my goodness, my camera. I'm always having issues with this camera. I don't know why. But, I didn't mean to yell into this. Sorry if I yelled into this. Yeah, so basically what I want you to take away from this podcast is basically be kind to others, because you don't know what they're going through. Then you might not like them as a person. That's okay. That's totally all you don't need to be around them and all this and that. But yeah, there's always gonna be people in your life that you can't tolerate, and you have to tolerate because you either work with them, live with them, or you are related to them. Like, you never know. So yeah, always be kind, because you never know what they're going through. And honestly, I'm not afraid to, I don't know, share pieces of my life. On here, obviously, I'm not going to say, like, direct, like, the things, like, specifics of everything. But if I text you and say the specifics of things, then, got a special place in my heart. And honestly, if I've just started talking to you as a person and I do that, I don't know, for some reason, it's so weird to me, because I'm just like, why did I say all this stuff? whoa. But if they use it against me, then you know what, I don't care. It happened. Like, it's the past. I made mistakes. But I doubt anyone's gonna use it against me. Oh, your parents were mean. Oh, I'm gonna use that against you. I don't know how. But I feel like I'm talking really fast. As I think it's because I'm trying to like wrap this up, because I don't want my camera to turn off again. My camera doesn't like me. I haven't used my camera in a long time, honestly, so maybe that's why. It's like, you don't use me when you need something or something like that. So yeah, basically be nice, kind to others. You don't know what they're going through. No matter what, if they treat you like crap, treat them back with kindness, because kindness makes people get mad more for some reason. I don't know why. Just know, be a better person, and always view their perspective in life, because there might be a reason why they're acting the way they are. Sometimes I act really mad all the time, and I don't know why, and it's just like, it's because of the things that I'm around and what's happening to me, and I don't know how it's affecting me until I notice it too late, if that makes sense. Because people, like when coaches are yelling at me and telling me stuff, like, I try not to take it personal, because I believe that maybe they are a good person in heart, and this game is emotionally, like, freaking crazy. Like, I played soccer, I get mad at refs, I get mad at everything. Like, I'm just like, why aren't you coming to practice? Like, dude, you're like letting us down. Like, you're a really good player, I know you're a good player, but why aren't you coming to practice? You need to come to practice, because we learned this in practice and you're not doing what everyone else is doing. You're messing us all up, and this is why we're not scoring goals or winning or something. I don't know. I get mad at my own players, I get mad at my coaches, I get mad at refs. I'm like, guys, like, for the coaches, I'm like, stop picking your favorites. Like, they aren't showing the work. If they're not working hard enough for this position, then why are they starting, or why are they playing in the game? Honestly, for me, I've coached, I've refed, I played soccer. I just hit the mic, I'm so sorry. But it's just like, it gets frustrating, because my little sister, she's in high school right now, she plays softball, and she's upset because these coaches are picking favorites, and it's like, there's no reason to pick a favorite. My favorites are the ones that work hard, the ones that are there at every single practice, the ones that really want the spot. Like, maybe they don't have as much talent as those that lag, but they're working for it, and that's more than you can ask for. You might get a job offer, and you don't want that person that's really smart at it and doesn't really do the work, just like basically makes up the data just to get past and be done with it. Like, I'd rather have the person that actually does the work, actually wants to see the progress of what happens. And I accidentally threw some shade to some people in my class, but hey, I'm sorry. I like to actually get the data of how it is. I don't like making it up. I don't like faking it, because I feels like I'm lying. I don't like being a liar. I only like lying to people when I have a surprise for them, because then they get surprised and be happy. But like I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It frustrates me, because in high school I've noticed that too. I was at first liked by all the coaches, and then, like, people start talking drama about you because they don't like you. There's these girls that didn't like me, so they started drama with cross country and said all kinds of stuff about me, and I'm like, dude, let me be excited for soccer season. Like, oh my gosh, my camera. Hold on. I'm so sorry. Okay. So basically, they ruined my chances of being, basically, I guess you could say, captain for the team. And honestly, it's so bizarre, because everyone on the cross country team were like, you deserve to be captain. And I'm like, I believe so too. I believe I led this team to do great things. But this is like the first time they ever like gave two people a captain thing. Those two people didn't like me, and like, okay, let me be excited that soccer season is coming up and I finally have a job. Like when I said soccer season, I was talking about reffing the little kids for the city league on Saturdays. Like, I was so excited to do that, because I was always like, oh, I want to know how to ref. I want to know that perspective on the field. And it's like, I was so excited. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get paid for the first time, and I don't have to ask my parents for money, and like hope that they give me money. Like, I was so excited, and then the next thing you know, everybody turns every table on me. Like, the person was like, oh, come support cross country and all that. I'm like, oh, don't even try. And I meant, because people kept telling me, oh, we're never gonna go watch cross country, that's the lamest sport ever, like, you're so boring, you're just running. And I'm like, wow, they freaking attacked me, bullied me, and I'm like, I didn't want that for that person, but yeah, they turned the tables on me and made me look like the bad guy. But that's not just the only season that was horrible. Soccer season, I know, I appreciate that I was on the team and all that, but I didn't want to be a manager. I wanted to play. I wanted to prove that I could bring my good skills, my knowledge onto the field and help us win. But yet, no, I wasn't given that opportunity. I was barely even able to play. And on my senior night, I was so sad because I thought I was going to be able to play. But, he had his favorites. It was obvious. And so did the other coach for cross country had her favorites. And then for track, oh my goodness, same thing. I think I was kind of a favorite, but they were like, you need to focus on distance, and I'm like, but I want to do pole vault too, like, it's my last season. And then next thing you know, I don't even freaking get the times I wanted because they don't even let me practice how I know how to practice, how I know how my body can handle things. And I can rant all I want and my camera's just gonna shut off again. But it's just like high school is like they have so many favorites. It's like, dude, and then people that ruin my chances are the ones that start rumors about me because they don't like me. There's one of the girls that never liked me and she started rumors about me, and I'm like, dude, I didn't do anything. Like, the only people that believed me when rumors were there involved were my friends. They were like, I believe you. I'm like, please believe me because I hate sorry, I'm getting like really frustrated and emotional again. I just hate when people call me liars because I don't like to lie, because I've been lied to my whole life. So I just don't like it at all. And like, I'm so passionate about this right now because they were making me look like I'm a liar. And I'm like, dude, like, I didn't do any of that. Like, I try so hard to earn people's trust. And I know how hard it is to trust a person. And it's just like, you call me a liar is like freaking stabbing me right here in the heart, in the back, and my freaking calves, and my freaking ankles where all the hurt parts are. And it's like, dude, why? But like, I feel bad for my sister because I don't know if she barely found this out, that high school coaches have freaking favorites. But it was funny because when I got to college, I thought I was really good, and I'm pretty decent at soccer, you know what I mean? But the coach, I think I was his favorite for college soccer. And the next season, he started having other favorites. And I was working my butt off. And I was frustrated, and I was telling him to his face. And like, mentally, he freaking messed with my mind, emotionally, mentally. Like, I was like so done. Like, I didn't even know who I was by the end of the season. Like, honestly, like, the thing that pisses me off the most is that I was playing the way I knew how to play, and I wasn't playing the way he wanted me to play. And forget the freaking camera for a second. I'm sorry for you who are watching on YouTube, but forget the camera for a second, because I'm on a roll right now. Because I was playing in that game, and I made 2 shots, barely missed, and I was going for it. I was like, oh, I'm going to score. I don't care. I'm gonna score. Next one, I got it. 3rd time's a charm, It happens all the time. I always mess up, and then I get 3rd time. But he took me out of the game first half and didn't play me the rest of the game. We lost that game, and I was like, dude, are you serious? And the thing that pissed me off the most is that he was blaming everybody. He's like, this is all of our faults. And I'm like, no, I didn't get to play. So technically, it's all your fault, because you didn't even give me a chance to prove myself and be able to win. I'm calm. I am collective. I am amazing. I compliment myself a lot because I believe that I am very cool as a person. So I just want to say that thank you for listening. I went on a rant. I don't know how I got here. It's just, people, I want to be better than all of them, honestly. And I forgive all of them. I can go into rants about what happened in class, but it's the end of the podcast. It's way past the limit, I'm pretty sure. But maybe next time I'll talk about the rants that I have about class. But till then, we'll see. Just be kind. You never know what's happening in people's minds. Some people, like for me, in my mind, is slow to process things. I think I have something in my mind that tells me like, oh, you're no good or something like that. I know a lot of people have trouble with their own minds, and it's like, okay, let's be patient, and even if you don't know it, like, always be kind, no matter what. Don't believe everything you hear. Don't believe everything you see. Believe everything you experience because you've been through it. But don't judge people just by the way they look. I mean, I look weird. It's fine. Doesn't mean I'm weird. I mean, I am. But hey, I don't know. My turn was just looking at me now. He's like, "Are you okay?" Yes, I'm okay. Thank you for checking up on me. I love you. So yeah, I'm sorry if I made you feel uncomfortable with anything. I haven't ranted like that in actually ever. I usually yell in my, not in my sleep, but like when I'm going to sleep, and I just like get so frustrated with everything, and it consumes me, you know. It's like a little parasite eating at me, and if I don't like yell it out, it's like, wow, like, am I okay? But I think I've been filming for like an hour now. I just need to collect my thoughts. I'm sorry. Oh, I just heard like a grumble noise. That was weird. That was odd. But yeah, be kind. And I just told you why. I can tell you many, many, many reasons why. People, I don't want to go into that because it's going to make me go longer and longer. Next podcast, I'll try to get it into of what I was thinking right now. But besides that, I'm going to end it. I'm going to type it right now. Oh, shoot. So I won't forget. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. I want to apologize if I made you feel uncomfortable or got too real or something. But I didn't think I got that real. But my turtle. Yeah, but so thank you for listening. Maybe we'll come back for more, and if you do, I'll be here. Maybe talking about something new. But until then, enjoy life, and please, 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 if you are trying to find a reason to live, just know you aren't really living if you're looking for a reason. I don't know. It's just enjoy life. I don't want to get on to everything again.